Despite all the black cats and broken mirrors, some people might have the most unbelievable luck, which helps them survive even death. From a person surviving a jet crash to a soldier laughing even after being shot in the forehead. Let's look at the 10 luckiest people caught on camera. If you have a weak heart, watch number 1 at your own risk. But before we continue, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Number 10. Pool-hearted idea. Summer is a great time to spend outdoors having fun with family and friends, diving in a cold pool, and having a barbecue. For many, this is the American dream. But most Americans are taught swimming at an early age. Most, though, aren't taught how to dive. In this video, a guy was chilling by the pool when he decided that it would be a really good idea to try a backflip from the rooftop. But as you can see for yourself, the guy survives hitting the edge of the pool by just inches. Had he hit the surface, he would have bust open his head, or lost teeth at the very least. Maybe it would have been better for him to invest in a proper diving board, or maybe some life insurance. Number 9. Hats off. Russian soldiers are just built differently, as they are known to cheat death on a daily basis. We're not kidding. See for yourself in this video. The soldiers stand together in line to fire their guns in the same way as Americans do a 21-gun salute, but most of them are younger. As the soldiers fire their weapons, one of them in the first row survives getting shot in the head when his hat is blown off after the guy behind him fires. In another story, the soldier who has been dubbed the Russian Terminator was reportedly caught in the AK-47 crossfire between Russian and Chechen militants. He really cheated death after footage emerged of him having a bullet removed from his forehead with a pair of pliers. In this video, the man seems undaunted by what is happening and remains calm as the procedure takes place. Russians really are a different breed. Number 8. Wobbly truck. This video is not just luck but the combination of luck and skill. An 18-wheeler truck can be seen carrying large metal pipes rocking violently from side to side. As you can see, even though the trailer shakes and almost looks like it's about to tip over, the driver managed to keep its truck on its feet, or should I say wheels. The trailer manages to stop shaking and the driver gets back on its wheels, and the driver cool-headedly continues to drive on. Number 7. Plane to sea. Skydiving instructor Mike Robinson was at 12,000 feet, just seconds away from his 4th and final jump of the day, when a second plane carrying the other skydivers struck the aircraft he was in, sending them all tumbling toward the ground. None of the 9 skydivers or 2 pilots sustained serious injury when the 2 planes collided in midair. Robinson said the skydivers had gone up for the last jump of the day, called the sunset load, and the 2 planes were flying in formation. It was supposed to be a routine jump, and a fun one for Robinson, who usually jumps as a trainer. All of the skydivers were instructors or coaches and had hundreds if not thousands of jumps under their belts. As all of them positioned to jump, the planes collided, and all of the skydivers were forcibly thrown into the air. Luckily, everyone survived, and no one was injured, just a bit shaken up. Number 6. Shark cage. Most people go out of their way to avoid any encounters with a shark, but some brave, or should we say dumb, divers get locked into a cage just so they can get closer to one. A diver survived after a great white shark broke open the metal rails of his diving cage and swam inside while the diver was inside too. The Shanghai man was shark diving off the coast of Guadalupe Island in Mexico when a shark breached the side of the cage. Although the shark thrust through the bars of the diving cage, the diver, Ming Chan, was able to emerge uninjured. The great white shark forcibly rocked the cage around for about 20 seconds until the instructor lifted open the cage's top and it leaped out of the opening. The guy really was lucky because the shark would have had torn the person into pieces had it gotten hold of him. Number 5. Motocross. Motocross is a form of off-road motorcycle racing held on enclosed off-road circuits. The sport evolved from motorcycle trials competitions held in the United Kingdom. Motocross is one of the most physically demanding sports as the riders use almost all of the muscles and shift weight to balance throughout the whole ride. Not every rider is that physically fit, so the riders are often subject to accidents. Something like that happened at a motocross racing event when a rider lost his balance and slipped while making a jump from a ramp. But it wasn't the rider whose life was in danger, it was the guy talking on the phone. As you can see, the racer crashes and then slides towards the guy in a red hoodie holding a phone. He casually jumps and avoids the bike, which crashes into a tree behind him. We're fascinated by the coolness of the guy in the red hoodie, as he goes back to talking on the call right after making the jump and surviving what could have been a really serious accident. Number 4. Car surfing. Dashcams are very popular among Russians, who use them to combat corrupt law enforcement and capture evidence of accidents, like this one. These dashcams also capture completely absurd and unreal moments like these. A Russian dashcam caught a motorcyclist running into the back of a moving car, and what happened after that was a complete miracle, or an unbelievable stunt. The incredible video posted to YouTube was shot near the city of Koroleva. In it, a sedan pulls into the passing lane just as a motorcycle approaching it at a much higher speed does the same. The bike hits square into the rear of the car and flips forward in unison with the rider, who lands on 2 feet, sits as the vehicle slows down, and can be seen getting off safely when it comes to a stop at the end of the clip. If it's a fake, it's a good one. But if it's real, Spider-Man has some competition. Number 3. Jet sitting. Motorcycle and car racing is something that a lot of people enjoy. The thrill of watching a supercar racing a heavy bike is out of this world, and the feeling is even better when you're the one behind the wheel. Believe it or not, jet racing is also very popular between racers. It is when a motorcyclist or a car racer, or both, try to race a jet. It really is a fascinating sight, but it isn't always safe. Normally, you would expect the risks to take place in the air, and not the runway. In this video, we have a jet pilot who's experiencing engine problems and he cannot seem to get his plane started. The pilot tries to signal someone, asking for help, but behind him, there is death coming towards him at the speed of 150 miles per hour. As the pilot is still sitting in his jet, another plane takes off behind him and the pilot barely survives having his head cut off. The other plane can be seen crashing as it goes ahead. The footage shows how lucky the pilot was to survive something like this without any injury, and making it out alive. Number 2. Almost hit by a BART train. This is an example of how quick thinking can help you save someone's or even your own life. People at subways are always in a hurry and don't really think straight most of the time. That results in a lot of accidents there, and that is also the reason here why there's a lot of supervisors available. Transportation Supervisor John O'Connor was at the Coliseum Station at Oakland keeping an eye out on the crowd following the Oakland Raiders-Detroit Lions game when a man who was intoxicated stumbled and fell into the tracks as a train was approaching. Surveillance video released by BART shows O'Connor, who happened to be standing feet away from the platform, lunge for the man and pull him to safety just in the nick of time. John said that he was just fortunate that God put him there and the guy got to see another day. He explained that there was no time to really make a decision. He just looked and it just happened. Quick thinking helped save him a life. Hey, before we show you guys number 1 on the list, we have an honorable mention for you. The clip we're about to show you is just terrifying, so better hold on to your seats. Zorbing. Zorbing is a fun activity that involves a giant inflatable ball in which people strap themselves and have fun bouncing down a ski slope or hill. This seems like a fun thing on a normal day, but imagine being stuck inside of this giant bouncing ball and going straight downhill on a huge mountain. That is what happened to 2 guys in Russia who were stuck in this ball and went downhill on a ski slope. They had absolutely no control over the speed of the ball. This video was filmed by a friend of those guys on the cell phone, and as you can see, the whole event is truly horrifying. A man tries to stop the ball from bouncing, but fails to do so. When the 2 men were found inside, they were rushed to the hospital, but 27-year-old Denis Burakov didn't make it. The other friend, Vladimir Sherbakov, survived but was seriously injured. Imagine rolling down a whole mountain and still surviving. That's called luck. And finally, number 1. Lucky scooter. Kids are known to not listen to their parents, even if it results in them endangering their lives, and that can be shown from this video. In the footage, you can see a young child who has run away from their mother on a toy scooter. The child comes to a busy road from the parking lot, and a driver on the road slams on the brakes in hopes of avoiding the child. Due to the quick thinking of the driver, everyone is able to stop in time. Behind the boy, his mother can be seen terrifyingly chasing after him. Listen to your mothers, kids, and stay in the parking lot. Have you ever had any life-saving kind of luck, like you saw in this video? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. I think I'm gonna go do some zorbing now. Seems like fun.